live again. Consistency, man. Consistency is the way to go. What's up, my peoples? What's up? What's up? Oh, man. Whew. I'm back, man. Consistency, man. You know how it goes. Consistency, consistency. You know, like I said, I'm doing my best, man, to be on here. It's all about the consistency. Consistency is everything. Persistence, consistency, consistency. Just Lynn, you caught alive. Lynn, you sure did, Lynn. You caught alive. You caught alive. It's great to have you, Lynn. Let's see if more other people are gonna show up to join in, man. I love the live streams. I'm not gonna lie to you. The live streams, like I actually enjoy the streams more than the videos. I don't know. The streams are my favorite because I get to actually interact with my people. So yes, it's good to have you, Lynn. Hope everything's good, man. Yeah. Patience. We're talking about the subconscious mind today, man. We gotta get our mind on the right path. We have to make sure our mind is in a like on point so that we end up getting positive things out of life, like overall. Because honestly, like negativity will always happen. Like negativity will come its way. You can't fight off like negative things to come at times. It's just inevitable. But we want to have an overall positive attraction. We want to attract more positive than negatives. So in order for us to do that, we got to make sure our subconscious mind is programmed on point. Like seriously, our subconscious has to be on par. If it's not on par, we can't get anything. We can't get the results that we want. We will keep suffering. So, and my goal is actually like, as I keep improving, I want to share this knowledge with people that don't even know about this so that they can just have better results for themselves. I want everyone to prosper. So that's the thing about me. I like, if you see there's people out here that don't have the chance to know this information, and they're out there suffering. They're just like, there's nothing they can do. So we have to spread this awareness. We have to spread this information so that other people get this opportunity. They get a chance. They get this chance to better themselves as well. It's all about sharing. Yeah, we have to believe it before we see it. It all starts with the imagination. Like, that's where everything starts, in the imagination. People really don't understand because we are imagining unconsciously all the time. Unconsciously. You don't even catch yourself. Like, just when you're getting up to get your breakfast, you had to first imagine that. There's no way you just went and did it. It doesn't work like that. Every act first had to come from an imagination, an imaginative scene in your mind. People don't understand that, but then you don't always have to imagine unconsciously. You can consciously start imagining what you want so that you attract it into your life. That people don't understand that though. People don't realize that what they see in their mind it becomes true. It becomes real. It actually forms. It comes into fruition. I don't think people really don't get it, but it's true. It's true. We gotta pay attention to our to what we to what we're focusing on, what we're thinking about the most, because this all plays a part in what the results we're going to have, what we're going to attract, what we're going to attract. And like I said, I'm not a guru. I'm not 100% always attracting what I want 24/7. It's not the case, but overall, you know, I can't complain. I can't complain with what I have right now. I just can't complain because if you see the results other people have, not to compare, but if you see other people's results, you'll see there's people out there that's actually struggling badly, so you got to keep that into consideration. I don't think and we tend to forget that because we're so fixated on ourselves. We tend to forget how bad other people can have it. So it's just something we got to keep in mind. Always stay grateful and pay attention to what you're entertaining in your mind all the time. I mean, you can't do it 24/7, but for the majority of time, you can do it. So that's what wanted to talk about. And gaining access to the subconscious, like to instantly gain access to the subconscious, is all about present moment too. Because when the subconscious works in the present, people have to understand that the present moment, that's when you're present, you are actually working with your subconscious mind. When you're worrying about the past and you're thinking about the future, you are out of tune with the subconscious. You're letting the subconscious just run and do whatever it wants. So you don't want that. You want to be present as much as possible. After you've done your rituals, you've done your visualization, you've done your scripting, your affirmations, go about your day being present. Presence is the presence has all the power, the present moment. And then just flow with the present, flow with the present. And whatever the present has to offer, just work with it. And that's something I've been practicing. Even when I'm not on YouTube, I stay working on my mind because I know your mind is everything at the end of the day. The mindset you have, that determines everything. So even when I'm not on here, when I'm doing other tasks, I try to pay attention to how I'm thinking about it, and I try to be present. I do my best to be present. It's not always easy, but I do my best. So being present is really important. It's really, really key. Which it's so simple, but so difficult. It's so difficult to do because you have so many things going on, and you want to make sure everything's okay. But remember, everything is always working with the present, present, present. So when you're not worrying about the past or the future, you open up yourself to get things to work out for you, and to get the things that you desire. So that's very key. That's very, very important. People really have to sink that in, including myself. As I'm saying this, I gotta Darian Envish. What's up, Darian? But yeah, like this is something we all gotta keep practicing our mental state, our state of mind. Like we have to make sure our mind is on point. The other day, Mark Carlton mentioned change like the monks. What's your thoughts? Lynn, I actually watch Mark videos, man. Mark is one of Lynn. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. Mark was the one that helped me. Like I applied his videos to like his teachings helped me get better results. It was all him. It started with him. I love his work. And to think, oh, chanting like the monks. My thought, like the monks, he has a good point because the monks, what they know how to be present. They really know how to stay present when they're meditating and things like, it's all present moment. Why you think they look so healthy? Monks look very healthy. They look very stabilized and balanced because they're working in the present moment. So that's something I realized. Like, Mark had a great point, and Mark teachings, I like his teaching. It inspires me, and I like the energy he brings to the table. It inspires me and inspires many other people to just do better, to elevate. I always get a peaceful vibe when I watch his work, his content. So he's one of my. I'll say that's actually one of my teachers. I consider him one of my teachers because he has so much wisdom, man. He has so much knowledge, and he's a lot older than me. So I I I like to listen to what older people have to share, because people that's older, I can't say it right, older than me, they have more experience regardless. Even if the person may not know as much as you when it comes to certain subjects, they still have more experience at the end of the day. There's no ifs, ands, or but. They have more experience. So since they have more experience, you got more to learn from them. So that's the thing. That's why I like his work. I remember you saying that they have instant manifestation. Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. And it's not always on a materialistic sense. They don't always have instant manifestation on a materialistic sense, like with materialistic objects. It can be just it can be with their health. There's many other things that they manifest, but yeah, and usually those people, the monks, they're not on like social media. They don't have social media and things like that. They're always in tune with nature. They're in tune with everything that's like they see, what they see in front of them. If that makes sense, like the outside world, things like that. They don't worry. They don't go on the media because the media, that's not their thing. So monks, they know how to get in tune with um nature's way. So instant manifestation happens when you're present, though, which again is not easy for people to do. Eckhart Tolle, the reason why he's that successful in his work is because he knows how to be present. He knows how to work with the present moment. He knows how to put himself in the present. He doesn't always worry so much about the past and the futures. I mean, at times he does. Everyone does. But some people way less and some people way more than others. There's a balance. Some people do it way more. So yeah, if you stay present, if you're staying in the present moment, that's you are getting access to the subconscious instantly, and you are putting yourself to receive so many blessings from the universe. So that's how instant manifestation works, because let's face it, you can visualize, you can do all those techniques, but if you're always out of tune, if let's say you visualized what you wanted, you scripted whatnot, then after that, hour later, hours go by, you start stressing and focusing on the negatives in your life, focusing on the bad things, all of this negative stuff. That's gonna make a huge stop on your manifestation process. It's gonna really make a stop to it. So that's why, I love the spiritual journey, because there's so much to learn. There's so much beauty in it, and I feel like there's always room for me to learn more and more. I love it. I love the energy, the quantum physics, all that stuff. But yeah, Mark is my boy. Mark, man, his videos, it changed my life too, in a really positive manner. So I'm older too. I'm older too. I figured you were older, Lynn, too, but age has nothing to do with experience. I learned so much from you, little bro. I think age, just like time, is part of the matrix, never shortchanged. That's a really good point, Lynn. That's a really good point. I learned so much from you. I think age, just time, is part of the matrix. You have a really good point. There are people that are older and they really they they lack a lot of um, knowledge and wisdom that they can bring to the table. So I can't really argue. You have a great point there. I know there's other people in here. I can't tell. You know, YouTube, I can't tell how many people's in here, but yeah, I just wanted to come on and tell you guys practice being present because the present moment is the best moment you can be in. Whatever you're doing in the present moment, just focus on it. And a key thing that I learned was your five senses. Use your five senses because start paying attention to the five senses because that'll put you in tune with the present moment. So five senses and just monitor what you're focusing on, what you're thinking about, because that dictates what you're gonna attract into your life too. But yeah, um, whew, yeah, guys. I wonder where everyone else is. People come at the weirdest times too. Let's see. But yeah, Lynn, I'm glad you mentioned his channel. For real. Like, I'm glad you mentioned it because that's actually where I learned a lot of information from. That's actually where I grew along my spiritual journey from his work. It is a Monday. You know, Mondays people are busy with school or whatever. It is the holidays though. But Mondays, I feel like Mondays people are it's not the day for people to really chill. Especially on holidays, it's like family time. But yeah, one thing I came to the conclusion of is that in this life, man, in this life that we live in, we have to pay attention to our mental state. We got to pay attention to our mind because if your mind is not okay, nothing's okay. Nothing will be okay. Period. There's like that's it. That's it. So, you know, it's really it's a mind game. This life is a game of the mind. The life is a game of a mind. Lynn, you know I watch almost all their episodes, the podcasts. Sunny podcast, Sunny. I've seen them join in where they join in they do the little join in and they start talking and stuff where they have guests come on. I love it. I love it. I was considering joining like to join in, but I wasn't feeling it. Like I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like joining in, but I'm considering it because I feel like there's a lot of things I can share and there's a lot of things that I come up with good questions as well. So yeah, I like that guest thing they do where they have people come on to ask questions so there's help, things like that. It's really cool, man. It's really, really great. But I still it's crazy to me how the dude he wins the lottery like I think he said well over 10 times. That's crazy. I'm not a lottery player because I don't care for the lottery, but for those that play lottery, just know it's possible. It's possible, man. There's proof there. There's proof. People winning lottery 10 times back to back jackpot in a row. That's really crazy, man. Like that's crazy. That just shows you the power of the mind. That shows you how powerful, man. How powerful you are. So yeah, I should, Lynn. I should join in. I should join in to talk with them. They have a lot of great episodes, man. I'm subscribed to both of them, the Mark's original and Quantum Chosen One podcast. I love their work. I've spoken to Mark several times too. I've spoken to him. But yeah, I I'm doing my best. Like I really want to come back on here, man, and start dropping videos again and help. I just want to spread positivity and help people out. That's really what my goal is, and I want to come back and start doing that again. It's just I gotta put myself back in that rhythm. I gotta put myself back in that momentum. I gotta build that momentum. I gotta start building that momentum again so that I can start, you know, getting through. Because when you first come back, it still feels a little rough. It feels a little rough. So I just coming back on YouTube, it still feels a little tough and rough for me to start doing the consistent work again. But you gotta I gotta push, and I just gotta keep the mindset that everything it's divine timing, and everything is I gotta be patient with myself, and I gotta go with my intuition too. I don't wanna just force something and force and just for the hell of it. So I gotta keep following the intuition and see where how everything goes and plays out. So that's how I wanna do it, and I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm glad I've been out more on this stuff. But yeah, Lynn, it's crazy because Lynn, I made another stream, right? So you weren't there. You weren't there on my other streams. There was like a few streams back. Lynn, if it's not you that was here, there was someone else. I don't know if it was Deja, or what's the other meme? Why? There's always someone else that's just here, like that's here on the stream consistently, like in the chat. It's so crazy. Like I find it crazy because if you're not here, then once someone else is here, it's making a whole like conversation. But then again, I've been inactive. I've been inactive, so I think too this can mess up the this can mess up the notification or whatnot, people from coming on my content too, because I've been inactive for so long. So it's like um people may not see it, or it's just people are like, they thought I quit for good. Continue to let the universe lead you. It will flow like water. Don't push that brings resistance. You know that. That's so true, Lynn. I can't force. Don't force. I don't want to cause resistance. Resistance, that's not a good feeling. Because then you feel drained, you feel tired, you feel like you don't even want to do it. So that's what I don't want. I don't want to do that. So yeah, Lynn, the algorithm, sometimes I'm not sure, but I don't know if I don't, let's say if I don't post in a minute, I guess I don't know how the YouTube works exactly, the algorithm or the stream. It can be the case, but I doubt it. I doubt it's the algorithm. I think sometimes the timing that I can post videos or live streams too. That depends on the timing, which can affect how people get a chance to see this content, to see my work. But the goal is I just want to spread this knowledge, just like how other people are doing, spreading this information so that people that have no idea about this information can know about this information and start applying it. So I want to be honest too. To be honest with you, I've sometimes, let's say I've done like my techniques, right? My visuals and stuff. There's times where I don't do it. Like I don't do it for like a week or something. I slack off on my subconscious work, man. And that's something I gotta work on. I don't know why I do that, but there's times like I say, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna visualize this, that, then I just slack off, man. I fall off, and then I can't let my subconscious just do whatever it wants. I can't. I gotta make sure I'm programming it how I want it, you know? So I'm doing my best to do that now, especially with this new year coming up, things like that. I'm trying to really get my subconscious programmed how I want it to 100%. So that's what I want to do. I've been slacking though. I've been slacking off that. So that's just to let you guys know, like, even me, I'm not always 100% on my mastering, monitoring my thoughts 24/7, and you know, getting, visualizing or what, doing those type of things. So I gotta keep working on it, you know, just like everyone else. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do the best that I can. Get back on that again. Get back on my affirmations. Lynn, that's actually another thing I applied from his teachings. Affirmations. Instead of saying I am, I say why am I. That really did reprogram my subconscious, and I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I was so like I was really surprised how it worked, and it took about a month for me to see results with the affirmations. It took me a month, but I did it so consistently with repetition that's when I saw the results kick in. But like I said, I stopped doing it. Like I slacked off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just started saying, yeah. Exactly. You're speaking my mind. It's like a job. You have to really clock in, man. You gotta clock in. You gotta make sure you're on it, because if you're not doing it, I'm telling you, your subconscious will be programmed by something or someone else, and it's most of the time not good. It's usually negative. So it's like a job. You gotta be on it. You gotta be on it. So yeah, Lynn, I agree like 100%. It's like a job. If you really want better results, you gotta change that you gotta change that program, those programs. You gotta take it out and put in new ones. So, and it's very simple, just like being present. All of these things are simple things to do, but it's like when you actually put yourself to start doing it, it's not that easy though, because you start slacking and stuff. It's things happen. Things just happen where you're just like, man, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. That's it. I don't want to do this. I want to just say forget it and call it a day. So there's times I'm so exhausted where I don't even care for it. I'm just like, no, I don't got time. I don't feel like it. But it's the discipline. It's the discipline. I'm telling you, the discipline pays off. It's a discipline of the mind. Yeah, speaking out loud, because when you speak out loud, your voice actually carries a vibrational pattern, especially when you say certain phrases. That one, that's the one I did with repetition so many times, to the point I started to get results, to the point where it's like my subconscious took over and started giving me those experiences, which was trippy. It was really crazy to me. I was just like, wow, this really works, and I couldn't believe it. At first, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is incredible, man. How I just reprogrammed my mind, my subconscious. So another thing I'm working on too, Lynn, is um the neutrality, being neutral. That's one of I think that's the number one hardest one to achieve, neutrality, because situations at the time, our ego will say this situation is considered good and this situation is considered bad. But in fact, you can never really tell at that moment until later on you look back and you say, maybe that thing was the best thing that could have happened to me for me to grow as a person. So that's something I'm working on as well, which is, I think that's number one on my list, but it's really not that. That's it's the most one of the most challenging ones for me. Neutrality, being in a grateful state at all times, being grateful for for the negatives and the positives. I don't separate the two. I see them as one thing. So since I see them as one thing, that puts me in in a better state to attract positive things into my life, to attract better things for myself. So that right there is very, that can be challenging. Being grateful for everything, that can be very challenging, and that's number one on my list before anything else. All visualizing all those other things come after that for me. That's what I work on. So yeah. The question format that I'm working with. I'm definitely, I plan to come back live too. um I'll do a live. I'll give it another week or two. Another week or two, I'll do another live. But in between that time, I'm gonna try to put videos back in. I'm gonna start putting videos again on this channel. I'm gonna try to build my momentum, to build momentum back in, and to build that momentum, to get the ball rolling, to get things on par, So yeah, I think that's the hardest thing for me to do. Like, it's very challenging because a situation, right? Let's use an example. Let's say um your phone breaks, right? Or something like that. At that moment, you're so pissed. You may be so mad, like this is the worst thing that could have happened. But then if you were to accept it with gratitude, you just now put yourself in a position to have something better come to you. And that's really, this is something Alan Watts really talks about, before he died. It's sad that he died, unfortunately, but Alan Watts, he was so wise, man. This guy spoke about the horses, and the story was just like, the horses the horse ran away. Shouldn't you panic? Isn't this bad? This is the most horrible thing that can happen. And the guy's like, maybe. So that's what Alan Watts said. He said maybe. Not Alan Watts, the Chinese farmer. He said maybe. Then the horse came back with more horses, and he was like, this is the best thing that could have happened, right? And the Chinese farmer said maybe. The whole point of the story is just to show you, like, at the time you never know if a situation is truly good or bad until later on. Until later on, at that moment, it may seem bad. Like, if you get fired from your job, but that could have been a thing right there that made you become an entrepreneur, to build your dream. If that never happened, you probably would never get that opportunity. You would probably never act on that idea to build your own dream. Things like that. So it's kind of like, instead of separating the two, instead of separating as good and bad situations, or whatnot, see them as one thing. See them as all interconnected, and work with both so that you get put in a position to get better things for yourself. So that's something I want to keep practicing too. And I like that story Alan Watts shared, because that opens up a lot of people's minds on how, like, when you see life, like, when at that time, this was bad, but maybe that was the best thing that could have happened to you. Like, it could be a learning lesson. It can be something that for next time you won't make that same mistake, which now you do even better. Things like that. So it's really perception. It's perception on the situation at the end of the day. But We've been programmed as a society to look at things as good and this is just bad. This is good and this is bad. When it's not true, it's really not true. It's all interconnected. That's why you got to stay grateful. You got to stay appreciative of everything, because if you're grateful, you are always putting yourself in a position to receive more blessings. Gratitude is like the best, because gratitude ties into to balance. It ties into neutrality of life, because you're not attached. Appreciation, gratitude can be used for anything and everything. So that's something I'm practicing all the time. I practice all the time. Like, I remember I was in that flow. I'm gonna tell you a manifestation that happened for me. I was just flowing, going with the flow, taking it easy, right? Even when something negative happened, I was grateful, man. I held that grateful energy. Then I'm just walking, then boom, I just see a $20 bill right on the floor, and I'm just like, wow, man, this is crazy. It's like it was right there for me, and I just picked it up. Free money, bro. I was like, $20. I can buy me, I can buy a shirt, bro. I can buy me some shirts with this, man. $20. I can buy me something. I can buy a meal for my family. I can buy something delicious, some delicious food that I felt like eating. So that's just to show you the power of gratitude, man. That's just to show you, like, gratitude, man, is it's a powerful energy, man. But it's a practice. It's all about practice, and it's something I'm gonna continue to practice every day. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for everything in every situation. So that's what I want to do, and of course I'm gonna continue to visualize and do all that cool stuff. But gratitude was always number one on my list. You're right about that. My manifestation being back in Florida hasn't come yet, but that just makes me look into other opportunities. I'm so thankful because I know that it will come. Exactly, Lynn. Exactly. You got to be patient and be present. Trust the process. Maybe there's a reason why you're not in Florida yet. Maybe there's a better. Maybe if you were in Florida right now, it wouldn't have been in your best interest right now. That's probably why it hasn't happened yet. So maybe, there's a divine timing for you. There's a divine timing for you to come to Florida and have the experience that you want, So that's how you got to see it. It's not a bad thing. Just That's the thing about us human beings. We want things to happen on our time when we want it. Nah, bro. It can't work like that. That's not how it works. Everything has its divine timing. So you never know. If you got everything at the time you wanted when you wanted it. How is that? That wouldn't even make sense, man. Because you would never even appreciate it. You wouldn't know the value. There's so many things you know that would be missing from that. So everything has its timing. Just because it didn't happen yet doesn't mean it's not happening. It just takes patience and keeping a positive mental frame, keeping a positive mindset. That's what you really have to keep on going with, keep doing. And that's a good way to look at it, man. That's a really good way to see like you're looking into other opportunities and you're thankful. That's how it should be. Stay grateful, Lynn. Stay grateful, stay present, and Floored, and you will get this manifestation. And what I came to realize too, your subconscious really knows exactly what you want already. Your subconscious already knows what you want already. So since your subconscious knows already what you want, you don't even have to push so much with these techniques. All you gotta do is flow. All you gotta do is flow. Put yourself in a flow state and be present and be grateful, and things will fall according to plan. I really think that's the best way to apply the law of attraction in a nutshell is through gratitude. Gratitude, because gratitude can be applied for everything. Yeah, exactly. Because gratitude can be applied with everything. That's the beauty of gratitude. And gratitude ties into balance. So I can see why your pops said that, Lynn, because he probably he understood based off his life, his experience of life, and the things he's been through. And so he said, you know what, I got to share this with Lynn. Let me share this with Lynn so Lynn can carry on. And that's the thing about it. When you're in a present moment, you're going to feel grateful automatically. You don't even have to force it. It just happens. It just happens. That's how you know you're present. When you're in the present moment, you're gonna feel grateful. Period. There's no other way. That's how it is. Be present. Our mind is so weird, bro. I'm telling you, the mind is so weird. Like we think things that are so not true, and you realize like, wait a minute, what just happened? This was actually beneficial for me. It's really the ego. The ego is really, really strong. The ego is so powerful. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it, but the ego's crazy. Ego's crazy, man. The ego really puts these illusions in your head to make you think that something is not right or something is not going how it should do. You gotta have the mindset that everything's going exactly how it should and it's divine timing. Period. So it's work. We gotta keep working on our mindset. We gotta keep working on our mental state. Have a positive mind frame and just flow. Just flow with life. Just flow with life and see what life has to offer. Set our intention and continue on with our day. That's how it should be. This is manifestation, man. Manifestation. It's really it's really cool. I like this stuff, man. I love studying law of attraction. All it's so fun, and I apply law of attraction when I'm doing other tasks, man. When I'm doing other things, I'm achieving other things that I want in my life. I apply it. Believe it or not, when I'm not on YouTube, I'm doing other things that I'm pushing myself to achieve as well. It's not always only been this. It's so many there's other things that I've been doing, you know. Right, Lynn, that's the best feeling, I bet. I bet. Just like someone would tell you, if you wanted to win like the lottery, for example, oh, it's hard, and you're a lottery player, and boom, you win. Man, that's crazy, man. You proved them wrong. You proved those people wrong. Who else is in here? I know that I see there's other people. I know there's so many people. I guess people are really just listening to. They're either reading a lot to what you have to say, Lynn, or they're really just in tune with this live stream because usually the people that's in here, there's few more people that I see that's in here. They would talk, but it seems like they really seeing what we're talking about, which is fine. That's cool. It's no biggie, no biggie, no biggie at all. But yeah, we gotta keep working on our mental frame and stay grateful and positive, man. That's the best energy that we can be in to activate the law of attraction to work in our favor, man. And the law is always working. Yeah, come in a chat. Like whoever's in here, I know there's several people in here. There's several people. Um, yeah, the law of attraction. You gotta remember it's always on, and you can't turn that off. It's always working at all times, based off your thoughts. It's always on. But I like Eckhart Tolle because he's really good with being present too. Like He knows how to. I don't know if you've seen his work. I've seen some of his videos in the past, and I'm like, man, this dude, he's just chill and present. He's not. He's just flowing, man, and that's inspiring. I like his work too, and I read some of his posts. I like to read some of the things he posts and share because it's like, wow, man, it's so powerful and profound. It resonates with me, and I know it'll resonate with the people that's here too on this channel. So yeah, Eckhart, he's a he's a really good teacher. I like his work as well. Eckhart Tolle. He's always he's always talking about being present, present moment, since it's all you really have and it's all that matters. Yeah, where I know there's other people in here. It's just they're shy. If all right, for all the people that's in here, let me see if they're at least awake. Everyone that's in here, let's see. Smash the like button if you're here right now. Smash that like button so other people can so this can get in the algorithm for people to come in to watch this stream. To watch this stream when it's done. Let's see if that'll wake people up that's in here. But yeah, I see there's several people in here. It's really quiet. There was someone that spoke in here earlier. I don't know. That's fine though, it's okay. No biggie. It's just interesting though. Who else is in here? I know that I see there's several people. I'm gang stalked or something. Gang stalking. You know, that thing they call gang stalking. But yeah, can we talk about Veronica? Hey, Veronica. Veronica, I don't know if that's my auntie Veronica or Veronica, another Veronica that's on this channel. Can we talk about self-love and how that ties into manifesting and knowing that you're deserving of your desires? Oh yeah, yeah. Self-love, that does play a big part into manifesting. That really does, because what happens is that when with self-love, you put yourself you are when you have self-love, you are more you do things more on your terms. You have more faith in yourself. You believe in yourself. And for you to do anything, many people can believe in you, but if you don't believe in yourself, it can't happen. That's why they say you must always believe in yourself, because that really ties into self-love. Self-love ties in how much faith and belief you have in yourself to do things, to have the ability to get things done, to do things, to achieve your dreams. So I think that's a really I think that's a really good point, Lynn, because self-love ties into so many things such as your finances, because again, there's people that do not have much money, and yet they're buying all these things they're living out of their means. They can't take care of themselves. They they're buying all these things to show off for other people, which they put themselves in more debt. So they're trying to impress other people that do not even care about them, that don't even care about them in the first place, which is crazy when you think about it. Like, that's very crazy. So that shows that's a lack of self-love. There's work that needs to be done. There's no self, but someone that has self-love, they will realize that It's not worth it to buy all this stuff now. Let me continue to save my money. Let me invest my money instead of wasting it on bullcrap. Let me invest my money, things like that, so they can get increase their income to manifest more of what they want. Things this is like how self-love ties into so many things. It ties into relationships. When you get into a toxic relationship, that's lack of self, that's self-love lack. You're not loving yourself. You got to work on yourself, because some people can't live without being in another relationship, but they don't realize all this time, this going to this relationship, to that one, to this one, to that one, is depleting them, and it's stopping them from elevating to becoming a better version of themselves, and it's stopping them from doing better, just to do better, positive for themselves, period. So there's so many things. That's why self-love is very, very important when it comes to manifestation, because when you lack self-love, you block a lot of blessings for yourself. You don't have faith in yourself, you don't have belief in yourself. You let other people sabotage you all the time. You always depend on other people to feel happy. You you always try to impress other people, so it's never enough. All these things will can mess you up. So that's why self-love is very, very important. And when you don't love yourself, you block a lot of blessings to come to you. Veronica, no, a random Veronica from Texas. Hey, oh, Veronica, I think this is the first time I see you on my stream. It's good to have you on the stream. But yeah, self-love, and that it ties into so many. There's so many things that people do that will show that they gotta do work within themselves when it comes to self-love. Now, even those that love themselves, they still got things they gotta work on. They still have to work on themselves. They're not perfect. No one's perfect. But there's certain things. It's to an extent where, when you go too far, to the point you, you just can't, like, you can't take care of yourself. You're putting yourself down so much to the point your vibration is so low. You just can't. It takes a lot of work now to get out, because you did all this damage to yourself, and in these toxic relationships, and wasting money to impress other people that don't even know you, things of that nature. So that's why self-love is very, very important. And it does tie into manifesting big time, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt about it. Self-love is very, very crucial when it comes to manifestation, no doubt. So that's how I see it. And that's why that's how it ties into manifesting. And to know if you're deserving of your desires, you gotta ask yourself, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, you gotta ask yourself, um, how do you feel about this, whether it's money or whatever. If you feel a certain type of way, that indicates your standpoint with the thing that you desire. If you want to manifest a car, you know deep down whether or not you feel like you deserve it or not. Your intuition will give you a message. So it's really, self-love is subconscious thing too. It's subconscious work as well. Self-love, it's not it's something everyone can work on and everyone can build. Self-love, it's just subconscious work. Knowing about the subconscious mind is basically like the cheat code to this matrix, basically. Knowing about the subconscious, because at the end of the day, all your results, all your habits, everything you do everything, it comes from subconscious, and the subconscious is a program that's running 95 to 96% of your behaviors, your habits. It's giving you the results, all of that. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, it's like a cheat code to this matrix, knowing about the subconscious mind and monitoring what you focus on, all of that. It's very, very key. So that's what I have to say when it comes to self love. That was actually really, really good question, and that was a really good question. I really think that's gonna help a lot of people that tune into this stream after, after I finish it. Since not much people joined in today, but that which is okay. Um, but for people that start watching later on, this will help them. So that was a good question, and I'm sure that helped a lot. That will help a lot of people. So thanks for asking that question, and that's something I haven't been asked when it comes to manifesting. Self love is very key, and self love is subconscious work. You gotta do subconscious work on that. There's subliminals they have out there. They have subliminals. Me personally, I don't use that, but you can use subliminals. You can visualize, speak out loud to trick yourself into self love too. You can speak out loud, say, why do I love and accept myself so much? And say it with repetition, you'll start to believe it, and your habits will begin to reflect that. Your actions, your behaviors, you will begin to shift and get that. So that's how I see it when it comes to being present. Will being grateful, being present, that will also give you, put you, give you positive ideas that will give to tie into self love. So many things. And again, no one's a saint, no one's perfect, but you can do things to have an overall self love for yourself. So that's how I see it. So it did turn out a few people, people are just watching the stream, which is cool. It's just people like to listen rather than to, to speak, which is fine. Each to their own. That's not a problem. But I really do enjoy these streams though. It's really, really fun. I gotta make these videos again, man, to help my peoples. But yeah, it's just, life experience, and I feel like life is really overall, it's just about an experience. Even if you don't manifest everything that you wanted, it's still, at the end of the day, life is meant to be experienced and enjoyed. Things happen, things take place. It's just, do your best. Do your best with what you can, because I even think, when it comes to law of attraction, manifestation, there's kind of a limit to it as well, because truthfully, when you think about it, there's people that don't have the same opportunities to even get a chance to know this information. So like third world countries, like things like that, man, they don't get a chance to know law of attraction or know how this information. So even then, life is really an experience, and just it's about just doing your best to work with what you have. Don't beat yourself that you didn't achieve the things that you wanted. It's really not that serious. Even then, even if you do achieve it, at the end of the day, it's still, life will continue to move on. Life will continue to go on. The next generations will continue to go on. Just be glad, just be grateful that you even have, you're fortunate to have so many things in your life, because there's so many people in other countries that don't have that don't even have nearly as much as, what we may have, so that puts our mind into a better perspective. Like, just you be able to have a job to live in America, for example. That's a dream. That's a dream goal for some people in like third world countries, man. So life is really an experience, and it's doing our best to make the best of it with what we have and what we're dealt. So that being said, man, that's all it is. And I guess I'll start heading out now soon. If there's any more questions, I'll stay in from if there's any more questions or whatnot. I don't mind. But I did want to come on to speak to you guys, which was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this stream, no doubt. I enjoyed this stream. This stream, I feel like this was a peaceful stream, man. This was a very, very peaceful stream. I really like it. I really like it. I came to know about your channel when you posted a bit getting getting your dryer to work a few months. Everything that you're saying is so true. Yeah, Veronica, that's the Neville Goddard technique. Neville Goddard, rest in peace to him. Um, he spoke about the imagination and visualization. How I got my dryer, my washing machine. I used the imagination to get me a new washer, um, which was crazy. It was the coolest experience at the time. Those one of I think those are one of my most popular videos. That video with the washing machine and the dryer that I manifested. I think that's how a lot of people have found this channel. But you know, after time now. It's like I still have it. The same washing machine dryer still works like a charm, and I used this technique and it was cool, man. I like those practices. It's really cool. So I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful for it. Anything you should. I've been focusing on how every day in our present is only our past are not really real. I love Neville Goddard. Yeah, Neville Goddard he was cool, man. That man was smart. He was ahead of his time, actually. He was ahead of his time. Present is only our past thoughts and not really real. Exactly. You know, once the past is done, the past is done. There's nothing we can do about it. We just gotta continue on with the now. You know, you can't change the past. Past is finished. Be present. And sometimes you can focus on the future. That's only when you're visualizing, though. When you're visualizing the life you want. That's okay. You can do that. But yeah, Neville Goddard, he's he's a good inspiration for me. I I learned a lot from him as well. And he really talks about the imagination a lot. He really talks about how I forgot his profession. Wasn't he a dancer or something? A actor, I think. I forgot his whole story, but I do know like he had a lot of wisdom. He shared a lot. He shared a lot of positive things to help people change their life. I even have his book. As a matter of fact, Veronica, I'm gonna show you the book. I'm gonna show you the book. Hold on. 1 second. Let me show you the book. See, I read this. This right here, I finished it. The feeling is the secret. This is the Neville Goddard. This is his book right here. I finished it, man. This is gold. I have Joseph Murphy too, The Power of the Subconscious, but Neville Goddard, man. This guy, I loved his work. And you know, I went back a few months ago to reread this. I love this, man. This is like my Bible right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Feeling is the secret. So read it. It's short, straight to the point. Even Bob Proctor, he speaks on this. He speaks on this too. He speaks about Neville. He speaks about Neville. So this right here, Neville was a genius, man. I like his work. Neville Goddard. That was my boy. I wish, man, I wish I could meet him, man. It's too bad. Like, it's too bad he's gone. I would love to have a conversation with him, man. I feel like in person, he'll open up your mind a lot more. He'll have a lot more to teach you in person. Yes, originally a dancer, then he found Abdullah. My favorite lecturer is Awaken Imagination Books, a lot of promise. Peace. Peace to you as well, Jocelyn. Yeah, yeah, Abdullah. Abdullah. Yeah. So Abdullah, wasn't he an Ethiopian? He was like an Ethiopian that taught Neville about the imagination. I forgot the whole story, man. Tell me the whole story. Like, so basically, he Abdullah he taught Neville how to use the imagination. Am I right? I think that's what Abdullah did. Then he started. That's when Neville. I remember the story. The story. What was the story? Barbados. That's where he wanted. That's where Neville wanted to go. I think. Then Neville was like, "I want to go." Then that's Abdullah said, "Oh, you're already there." Then Neville was like, "What do you mean? I'm already there. I'm already there. What do you mean?" And he was like, "That's why you have your imagination. Just see it and don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the how. Just know you're already there." And that's when Neville was like, "Okay." Neville visualized it, and boom. That's when magic happened. He ended up getting to Barbados where he needed to go, man, which is crazy. I was just like, what? Like, bro, this stuff is crazy real, bro. Manifested. I can't believe this, bro. I really couldn't. I was so shook. I was so shook, bro. That story freaking amazed me, man. There are present day Neville Goddards for sure, for sure. I know there's many other channels out there that teach his work. Yeah, I read somewhere that when Neville met Abdullah, he said something along the lines, "I've been waiting for you," and yeah, he started teaching the law with Marbella. Yeah, I know that's insane. You know what I know, but Veronica Lynn, you know it's crazy though. They make it look so they make it so easy, the manifesting process, like the manifestation. I'm trying to see like how the heck, bro. How did they do it? Like here we are. It's difficult for most people. Let's be honest. It's difficult, man. It's just the truth. It's difficult for most people to just get it like that, to just, oh, I imagine it and boom boom boom, I'm just getting it. No, man, it's just not the case for most people. But them, Abdullah and Neville, it's just like this. It's like that's what it sounds like, at least when I read their stories and the books and stuff. They sound like professional experts that just always manifest it easily. It's crazy. Yeah, Lynn, we do make it hard. We do it to ourselves. We really do it to ourselves. You know that? Oh my goodness, man. But that's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But I plan to every night put in that discipline again and start visualizing what I want, picturing, visualizing, building a image in my mind and have it come to pass. I want it to come to pass. And I gotta really put the feeling too. The feeling is the secret. Feeling is everything because you can visualize with no feeling, nothing's gonna work. You need the feeling. Feeling is the key. That's when you activate the energy to manifest it. Joseph Ally did something similar with wanting to go to Hawaii. He imagined it for 2 nights and it ended up that his girlfriend had her work canceled or something. Wait, whoa, what? Wait. Time out. You said it ended up that his girlfriend had her work canceled and she suggested what? That's crazy. Can't wait to hear the success story. Oh yeah, you will hear my success story for sure. I've had a few success stories, but nothing crazy like yet. I've had a food manifestation, food. I manifested one of my favorite meals and I let it go. I continue on with my day. Then a few days later, or like a few nights or days later, boom, it was like my parents, me and my family, we went to my that place that where I wanted my favorite food, and I was like, I visualized this, bro. I pictured this like weeks ago, and it came to pass. That's insanity. I really couldn't. It blew my mind, man. I was in shock. I was really impressed. Oh man, Veronica, you have some stories too? Whoa, Veronica, what have you manifested? Yes, I remember that, Veronica. Oh, you guys watch Joseph? I've seen his work. I like his work. I've seen his work, Joseph. I like. He's cool. I haven't seen his channel in a minute, man. I have to go back to see how's it doing, how he's doing. I've seen some ranges that I'm sure you would love. Yeah, Veronica, what? Veronica too? Yeah, Veronica's another professional. Kinds of pieces, but here is one of my favorites. Yeah, please share. I want to. I need to hear this, man. I need to hear this. This, cause, you know, what we gotta realize, guys. When we share our stories, when we share them, we give other people hope. We give other people that inspiration, that fuel to keep going with ours too. That's the beauty of it all. That's why I like it. That's why I love to hear the success stories. I was practicing Abraham's technique about it is done. Bro, she's another professional manifester, Abraham Hicks. This woman right here, man. I don't understand. She just boom, 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 boom. But I guess she really doesn't have resistance, and she just knows how to. Was Abraham? No, Abraham Hicks is not in a secret. No, I've actually rewatched The Secret a few nights ago. I rewatched The Secret. I love The Secret, man. The Secret seems so fictional, but it's actually real. It works. It really works, man. People think it's just nonsense, but it works. I'm telling you, it works. That stuff is real. Believe it or not, it's real. Yeah, I was practicing Abraham Hicks techniques about it is done. Yeah, the it is done technique. I've heard of that technique. I had another mentor. So I went out with my friends and I said, okay, God, send me some money to buy me and my friends some drinks. I said, okay, it is done. I sent to that's with my friends. This is crazy, man. I gotta finish hear this. Oh no. This is this is insane. Veronica, this is crazy. I'm proud. And I'm trying to see the profile page. Is that a cat? I think it's a cat. On my way out of the bar, I stepped over something, and once I realized and looked back, I saw that it was a stack of 20. Whoa. That's wild. Hold on, man. Hold on. She said, on my way out of the bar, I stepped over something, and once I realized and looked back, I saw that it was a stack of 20s. That's impressive, man. Veronica, congratulations on that one. Unfortunately, the bouncer picked it up before I did, so I said, okay, you can never miss the train. You can miss something. It's not up there. Aw, man, no. Yeah, Veronica, like my manifestation the other day, I'm telling you, it was wild. It was crazy to me. I was just walking, going about my day, and I look down and I see a $20 bill, and I'm just like, whoa, that was cool. So I said, okay, God, that was my send me more money. I promise I won't. I promise I won't miss it this time. Veronica, I like this story. This share, it's nice. Wow, that's crazy. It is done. It is done technique. We love these manifesting these techniques, man. It's so cool. More money on the floor, but someone else beat you to it again. Oh no. Oh man. Dang, Veronica, man. So I thought, what are the chances of my finding 3 times in a row getting a doubt crap by saying no, I can't miss the chance. Oh man, I gotta see. She said she asked for money the third time. This is getting crazy. She said I asked for money the third time. Then what? Then what? Then what? Then what? She asked for money the third time, bro. That's wild. On my way home a few hours, I was leaving that bar area and I said, oh wait, without my money. Okay, okay. Let's see. What? Oh wow. This is getting intense. I'm seeing. Let's see what Veronica has to finish. What she's sharing with this one. Well, I started looking on the floor for more money, and I kept bumping into people because I was going to give up, but I heard a distant voice, and you'll find it closer to home. Ooh, you heard that was probably your higher self. Your higher self. Because you said you were looking up. You were looking up, so you decided to give up. I heard a distinct voice. That distinct voice is most likely the higher self, no doubt about it. It had to be your higher self. The higher self has like this intuitive type of voice. Keep walking 3 blocks home and forgot about it, but when I swear that as soon as I go through the doors from my apartment, I spotted more cash on the floor. What? Okay, that's insane, man. Veronica, that's crazy. Veronica, and all this was done through the it is done technique? What? That's wild. Yo, that's impressive. It, I'm telling you, it's crazy how it's crazy how the universe works. What? Oh my goodness, bro. So Veronica found cash like all these times, time and time again. And then it's like, you get unlimited passes, man. And wow, that is very inspirational. It is done technique. You know what's crazy? I've actually heard of that. My old mentor, my old teacher, he had a video on the it is done technique. Then it comment over letter. Yes, I think I might have something crazy like using almost every technique. I also like visualizing before I see. I did it before going to the casino. Oh, so let me ask you. Before the casino, you did it before the casino. Okay. So did anything happen with the casino when you visualized before bed, or nothing yet as of yet? You're still trying to see for next time or what? Because visualizing before bed is like that's Veronica, that's actually the best thing you're doing. That's the best time to visualize because your mind is in theta state, so your subconscious is open to suggestions. So when you visualize before going to bed, you are programming the subconscious to manifest. Yeah, exactly. Visualizing before sleeping, then no doubt. Went in with $200. Imagine even though I had never used it before, so I watched YouTube people that night went into it. Then yeah, people, man, Veronica, it's really freaking impressive. People win like big in those casinos and stuff and the jackpots. People really win big. Like people really bank off they putting a little change and come out with like a lot of loot from these casinos. She said, "Nope, I played like four slots only that night, and I just went to whatever machine. It's almost like I was called to them, but nothing felt special about the machines." Oh yeah, I hear Mark speak about that too. You gotta touch the machine or something to feel the energy. It's like you feel there's a machine's gonna pull you. It's gonna pull you to it, so you can play. That's really interesting, man. Wow, the casino, huh? That's really interesting. I like that casino. I want to try the casino. I really do. You know what you can do, Veronica, too? You can try using like affirmations or like say why am I so why do I always win big at the casino? Why am I always winning big jackpots in the casino? Things like that, and that will help your subconscious. Yeah, Veronica, man, she's really good. She's really good, and she has really effective techniques to help people like manifest, man. It's really cool. It's impressive. What? No way. That this is we love these tech. We love manifesting over here, man. We love doing this stuff. It's cool. It's really cool. I like. It's like mind magic, mind magic, the magic power of our minds, man. It's all about the faith. Before bed and it happened. Yeah, okay, Veronica, that's cool. That gives a lot of us hope and inspiration to visualize before bed. That's really really profound. I'm gonna keep doing. I've been doing. I've been doing that, visualizing before bed all the time, all the time. Then I kind of slacked off. I slacked off. I'm like, no, I can't be slacking off. That's not good. I can't do that. I gotta make sure I'm on point and I keep visualizing before I go to sleep, bro. Like I gotta make sure my mind is right, bro. I can't keep playing around, bro. I read a story on Reddit that said that last thing you imagine with sleep has to happen, and I believed it. Dang, that does sound like that does sound faithful. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds very like a nice thing to hear. Imagine before sleep has to, and I believed it. Visualizing before bed. Because I heard visualize. Let's say you visualize randomly throughout the day. Apparently, right? It's not really gonna work. It's not that effective to visualize be like in the middle of the day because your mind, your ego is already at play. Your mind is not in theta state. So you should be visualizing as maybe before bed or as soon as you wake up, you should be visualizing. So that's really believe in it. And so he imagined a bunny before bed. So what the heck? You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try visualizing, because you know what that does, Veronica. That builds your faith. That really builds your faith. He visualized a bunny and it what? Oh, that's crazy. I think when it comes to the things people really want, whether it's money, whatever the case may be, when they visualize it before bed, it's hard for it to happen for them. It doesn't end up working because they don't. I don't know why, like why that happens to people. But I think if you picture a ladder or something, maybe it's easier. I don't know, but I'm definitely I gotta get back on my manifesting game. I gotta make sure my manifesting game is sharp. I gotta get back on it. I don't have time to play around anymore. Like I slack. I get on track, then I fall down. I get on track. Like there was one time I was so on track. I was so on point, and I was just manifesting. I was just killing it. But then there was a time I said, no, I don't feel like it, and that I can't have that happen anymore. I gotta make sure I discipline myself. I gotta discipline myself. But that's crazy. That's really Veronica. I really gotta thank you for sharing. Yes, I think sometimes we give up too early. Yeah, because one like Bob videos, Bob Proctor. I remember he said visualize every day, 3 times a day for 15 minutes. That's what he said, and I was like, okay. And he said daily though. People don't do it daily. People visualize, then they quit. Like you said, they just give up. They don't have faith. They say, not it's not gonna work. But you gotta persist. You gotta persist. You gotta hold that image. You gotta picture that thing and hold it. I think yeah, I agree with Veronica and Lynn. Yep, I agree. That the ego is the worst part because the ego is like it's so the illusion is so strong, man. The ego really makes you believe that it's not working or makes you believe something's wrong. Like that ego is crazy. We gotta have control of our ego. We gotta have our ego on board actually. Exactly, and you're welcome. I love sharing these stories. I have an entire list on my phone and I'm journaling stories that I've kept. Dang, man. Veronica, thank you so much for this, man. Veronica shared some gems. So Veronica, folks, she persisted and she got results. You gotta persist in your assumption. Neville Goddard says that. Persist in the assumption. You can't quit when you can't just give up and quit when you don't see the results. Kind of like you gotta keep going. You gotta keep doing what he says to do. You gotta keep visualizing it. You gotta keep holding that idea in your mind. Focus on it. But you know, a question I had that I find interesting that I would ask probably Neville. I don't know if you guys ever thought of this. Like seriously, this is a really good question, right? I wonder even if I don't know if someone would be able to answer that. Let's say you're 30 years old, right? You're 30 years old and you wanted to make it into the NBA or something. You wanted to make it into the soccer league or something. If they picture that, how is that gonna work? How is that? Aren't they? Because aren't they too? Aren't they too? Aren't are they not too old to get in? So are the rules gonna break or something? So that's really an interesting one. Like, let's say you're 30 and you want to get into the NBA, or you want to. Let me see. Let's say you want to get out of no prison and jail. That can be done. That can be done. No, I don't know. But yeah, like make it to a professional league, sport league team or something like that. If you visualize it, can you? What if you're 60 or something, where you're visualizing the NBA, but you can't because there's rules to it. So will the rules bend for you? I don't know. That's crazy. I'm coughing. He's saying Neville says facts are the only things that hold you back, and facts are the result of imagining. Oh, it's yeah the external Veronica, the external reality, that external reality, man. It's like it's right in front of you. So when you visualize, it's like it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work, man. But you that's the illusion. You gotta break free from that. You gotta break free from that illusion. You gotta know what's inside matters more than the outside, because the inside must come out to the outside. So that makes sense too. Age is part of the matrix, most definitely. I agree on that. Age is all made up thing when you think about it. It's really made up. Like you gotta be you're this. He said maybe they would play in a local league and become their own little star of the team and feel like it's the NBA. I was thinking, yeah, that's the best explanation I have too. Like, that's the best. That's the thing that makes sense to me too. It's weird, right? Because I don't know. That's actually interesting, but it's something I thought about. I was like, how would that work? But as Lynn said, age is a part of the matrix too. Age is just whatever. It's like it's nothing to take serious because it's made up, constructed by society. We're not our age. Age is not really important. Age isn't just a number that's made up. We're not even our age. It's a made up thing by society to cause structure and things like that. But yeah, definitely, I'm with you on fully Veronica on the visualizing, and I'm with you on that 100%. It's because there's times there, I've succeeded with that, but I think the best one, I'm gonna tell you the best thing that helped me, that made me manifest, affirmations. That was the that was the game killer for me. Like the affirmations, out saying it out loud. When I was by myself, I would say it out loud. Why am I so successful? Things like that. That was the biggest game changer. Like that really gave me results. But I was never the visualized type of person. I was never that type of person to visualize. But then I kept now I'm it's been pretty recently when I started taking visualization seriously, but I've always been a speak out loud type of person. But I've had success with visualization, but not as much as affirmations. That was from my experience so far. But eh, I mean, I guess that's just what worked for me at the time. But I do like visualizing now. It feels so good. Like it felt so good. That's right. Never stay in the box. Yeah, that's true. No doubt, man. No doubt. No doubt. Never stay in the box. But yeah, for sure, affirmations was what really changed me. Like it really, it was really the game changer. No doubt. Then I'm trying to see like if visualizing really. I feel like visualizing is the best one though. Like if you think about it, it's really the best one. It's really the best one. There's just so many techniques that when you try when you try multiple of them, you don't know which one is working sometimes. That's the crazy part. I think that's what I go through too. Neville says that you can use a phrase before sleep instead of visualizing. Yeah, that makes sense too. Just like Joseph Murphy said, what did Murphy say? Oh, wealth, success before going to bed, and boom, right before bed. Hmm. I like this stuff, man. I really like this stuff. It's really eye opening. It's really eye opening. It's so cool. This is why that's why I made this channel for the people, because there's so many people that come in to that can relate to this spiritual journey and law of attraction, and attracting what we want. It's really cool. So I'm gonna I'm gonna keep up my work. I'm gonna keep up the work with this. Because the thing about me, I'm always open to new techniques. I'm always open to new techniques. That's the thing. So even though one works for me, I like to try out one to see if it works even better. You get me? So that's how I go. That's how I do it. That's right around. Look at Mark's video from yesterday. Neville says you can also exactly. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love the story shares, man. It's really. I had someone long time ago that shared how she manifested what a new phone, which was cool. She pictured it and boom, she ended up having it. I found that interesting as well. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. But man, I really enjoy. I actually enjoy this stream more than my other ones. Actually, this one is really because the energy is so peaceful in the stream. I like it. I really like it, man. It's really cool. And how they say, don't use willpower. Willpower, it causes what? Like a burnout. Don't use willpower, man. When you force, you just see what happens when you force. When you force, you burn out. And you don't want to burn out. So you want to do things in a state of creative, powerful energy. So for real, Lynn. For real though. It's not a one size fits all for real. Like that, there's people that say they really can't even visualize. They can't. They just can't do that. It doesn't work. Some people, yeah, everything works differently for everyone. Like what works for one may not work for another. So it's really cool stuff, guys. It's really cool stuff. But I enjoyed this stream, man. I enjoyed this chat. This was fun. We spoke a lot. Um, although I did manifest, like, although I did manifest a lot, I can't forget that, you know, I gotta also be content too. I can't be I'm really proud of my manifestations. I'm really proud. Like I'm no doubt. I'm proud of you guys too. Like what you guys have done in your work in your manifestations. It's so inspiring, man. And I just want to continue to keep doing it from here, man. So that's how I want it. That's how I want it. And I'm gonna push for more. I'm gonna push for more and keep trying on different techniques. Willpower is just you coming from a place that you don't have it. Yeah, that's true. No doubt, Veronica. No doubt, no doubt. This good stuff. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. But like I said, I'll make another stream. I'll make another stream within a week or two, no doubt, no doubt. And I'll try to put out some videos to help people. But I'm gonna start heading to bed, man. It's what time is it here? Let me see. It's 9:45, but I don't know. I feel like going to sleep early. But don't worry. I'll catch you guys again on this stream. I'll catch you guys, and hopefully more people can join in for this chat next time, man. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And Next time when we come back, let's see what you guys manifest. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'll share anything that happens for me, and you guys can share too. Love the energy, guys. Positive vibes to you. Positive energy. Take care of yourselves, okay? I hope you guys continue to do well. Keep manifesting, doing what you're doing, and stay grateful. Stay present, and keep pushing forward. I'm gonna go, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'm out.